India's steel sector, the second largest producer. The steel sector has witnessed tremendous growth, and India has emerged as a global force in the steel production and the second largest producer of steel in the world after China. India is currently the world's second largest producer of crude steel. It is the largest producer of direct reduced iron (DRI) or sponge iron in the world in January December 2021. And as per the World Steel Association, India is the second largest consumer of finished steel in 2021, preceded by China as the largest steel consumer. Steel and its components. Steel is an alloy of iron and carbon in which the carbon content ranges up to 2%. With a higher carbon content, the material is defined as cast iron. The major component of steel is iron, a metal that is in its pure state is not much harder than copper, and when combined with carbon, iron changes character completely and becomes the alloy steel. Three ways of making steel. First, adding carbon. The principal method of strengthening iron and converting it into steel is by adding small amounts of carbon. Second method, heat treating. Additional changes are made possible by heat treating, for instance, by accelerating the rate of cooling. Thirdly, alloying. A third way to change the properties of steel is by adding alloying elements other than carbon. Of steel. There are four types. Carbon steel, with a carbon content of between 0.05 and 2.1 weight percentage, it is known as carbon steel. These are the most used type in manufacturing industries. Based on consumption of carbon, classification can be done into four types of carbon steel. Mild steel, low carbon steel, medium carbon steel, high carbon steel, and ultra high carbon steel. They are relatively inexpensive and robust enough to be used in large scale construction. Stainless steel. Stainless steel is a steel alloy containing 10.5% chromium. With a thin coating of chromium oxide on its surface, stainless steel shows corrosion resistant qualities. Stainless steel grades are also alloyed with nickel, silicon, manganese, and carbon. Because of their increased capacity to survive adverse weather, these steels have phenomenally high corrosion resistance and are safe to use in outdoor constructions. Stainless steel grades are also commonly used in electrical devices. Alloy steels. Alloy steels are made by combining steel with additional alloying elements such as nickel, copper, chromium, and or aluminum. Combining these elements improves the strength, ductility, corrosion resistance, and machinability of the steel. Tool steel. Tool steels contain between 0.5 and 1.58 percentage of carbon. Increased carbon content increases hardness and strength. Typically, these steels are used to manufacture tools and die. Importance and reasons of popularity. The world's raw steel production was about 1.6 billion tons, while production of the next most important engineering metal, aluminium, was only about 47 million tons. The main reasons for the popularity of steel are the relatively low cost of making, forming, and processing it, the abundance of its two raw materials, iron ore and scrap, and its unparalleled range of mechanical properties. The top 10 steel companies in the world are China, Baowu Steel Group Corporation from China, ArcelorMittal, Luxembourg, and Steel Group, China, Nippon Steel Group Corporation, Japan, Shagang Group, China, HBIS Group, China, POSCO Holdings, South Korea, Zhanglong Group, China, Shaogang Group, China, and Tata Steel, India. The top 5 countries. China is the largest steel producer, followed by India. Japan occupies the third spot, and US and Russia are the fourth and fifth largest producer of steel in the world.